Welcome to Station 109.9. Hot Steel, that plays diamond hits. This goes out to all the players and trendsetters out there. Remember to keep the world spinning while others be sleeping. Cause when they wake up, they always be dizzy.
Wait. You can catch me at Planet X, VIP or the Lettuce Nest. Get a bottle cause you got a check. To the bar, do the running man. City boy in the country. And the girls wanna dunk me. The whole fit be neon. I'm about to take a munchkin. Inside this place it be wild. Pretty women with a smile. Good music and the best drinks. I'ma be here a while. Making bets at the bar. You can call me a draft king. Fantasy, this is art. I'ma party like an athlete. Corner to corner I'm rocking. I tell you this place off the chain. I just came in from Boston. Shout out my brother Big Bang. Heard this club just opened up. Planet X in my cup. Exotic drinks for the world. Girl, I can't get enough. Yeah.
Oh, take off right to Planet X. With my amigos, have we landed yet? Now we out of space, tell me what is next. All nighters with the crew asking what is rest. Yeah. Whoa, head in hand. Whoa, across Planet X. Whoa, girl, take my hand. Whoa, we gotta play. Heard the club just open up. Planet X in my cup. Exotic drinks for the world. Girl, I can't get enough. Corner to corner, I'm rocking. I tell you this place off the chain. I just came in from Boston. Shout out my brother Big Bang. Making bets at the bar. You can call me a draft king. Fantasy, this is art. I'ma party like an athlete. Inside this place to be wild. Pretty women with a smile. Good music and the best drinks. I'ma be here a while. City boy in the country. And these girls wanna dunk me. Whole fit be neon. I'm about to take your munchkin. You can catch me at Planet X. VIP or the Lettuce Nest. Get a bottle cause you got a check. To the bar, do the running man. Yeah. Oh, take off right to Planet X. With my amigos, have we landed yet? Now we out of space, tell me what is next. All nighters with the crew asking what is rest.
So Mr. Baby come over, shake it up
Oh, I didn't know that was gonna come. What's up, the put that big blaster? You like that, Axile?
Yo, awesome, amazing weekend. Good afternoon.
Shake it up fast, but they wet like water from the faucet. Let's have a blast. Yo, the club is on fire.
Oh man, that's the new joint, man.
Yo,
Planet
on the
X.
real, I was not expecting that switch.
That was good, right? That was
like
smooth. Yeah, you know what I mean? Give me a little Jamaican vibe at the end. Man, that was a great time, man. If you guys don't know, I'm Mr.Goodbarz. This is High Res Gaming. I'm joined by my wonderful brothers, Axile Bagley, a.k.a. Hyrillian Gamer, and my other brother, Johnny Ghost. We in a place to be. I hope everyone's having a great night or a great day. I'm sorry.
It was a great night.
It was a great night.
It was an amazing
we had an eventful night. Unfortunately, we're gonna do a couple things real quick before we get started. We might play that joint. Y'all want us to play that joint one more time as we get prepared for this Four Shits podcast? Let's play the joint one more time. Let's do it.
Yeah, run that beautiful bean footage. Hold it down.
Welcome to the Four Shits podcast, and we in the building, baby. Nels Fest Day 2 is live.
This goes out to all the players and trendsetters out there. Remember to keep the world spinning while others be sleeping. Cause when they wake up, they always be dizzy.
Wait. You can catch me at Planet X, VIP or the Lettuce Nest. Get a bottle cause you got a check. To the bar, do the running man. City boy in the country. And the girls wanna dunk me. The whole fit be neon. I'm about to take a munchkin. Inside this place it be wild. Pretty women with a smile. Good music and the best drinks. I'ma be here a while. Making bets at the bar. You can call me a draft king. Fantasy, this is art. I'ma party like an athlete. Corner to corner I'm rocking. I tell you this place off the chain. I just came in from Boston. Shout out my brother Big Bang. Heard this club just opened up. Planet X in my cup. Exotic drinks for the world. Girl, I can't get enough. Yeah.
Oh, take take off right to planet X.
Yeah.
With my amigos, have we landed yet?
Have we landed yet,
Now
y'all?
we out of space, tell me what is next?
What is next?
All nighters with the crew asking what is rest?
What is rest, y'all? Hey, for the wicked, let's go. Whoa, hand in hand. Hey, hey,
across
planet X. Whoa, whoa.
Girl, take my hand.
Let's get it.
Whoa,
Yeah.
we got a plan.
We got a plan.
Party club just open up.
It just opened up.
X in my cup.
Yeah.
Exotic drinks for the world.
Yeah.
Girl, I can't get enough.
I can't.
Corner to corner, I'm rocking.
I'm rocking.
I tell you this place off the chain.
Yo, like I want to be in the music video with this shit. I want to have old gold, all gold on. I don't even care if it's fake gold. I want gold on my body. I want spray
That
paint gold
switch,
on.
though, that switch is really good.
I'm a party like an athlete.
I like that, right?
Place to be wild.
Yeah.
Pretty women with a smile.
With a smile.
Good music and the best drinks.
Yeah.
I'ma be here a while.
I'ma be here a while.
City boy in the country. And these girls wanna dunk
They
me.
dump me.
Whole fit be neon.
What?
I'm about to take your munchkin.
Yes.
You can catch me at Planet X.
Yes.
VIP or the lettuce next.
What?
Get a bottle cause you got a check. To the bar, do the running man. Yeah. Oh, take off right to Planet X. With my amigos, have we landed
We
yet?
ain't landed yet.
Now we out of space, tell me what is next? All nighters with the crew asking what is rest?
It's rest.
So Mr. Baby come over, shake it up fast. Body wet like water from the faucet, let's have a blast.
That's what Johnny did last night.
Fire, no water, we know one. Now like the vibe, plus the girl them whining this. Yeah, so bend over, shake it up fast. Body wet like water from the faucet, let's have
Y'all
a
won.
blast. Yo, the club is on
What you say
fire,
to me,
no
man?
water, we know one. Now like the vibe,
Oh,
is
man.
plus the
Nels
girl them
Fest
whining
Day
this.
2, man.
Yeah.
It's today. If you guys don't know, Nails Fest Day 1 started yesterday. If I'm wrong, please correct me. It is on Nottingham Road in Raymond, New Hampshire. The radio co-host at Matt Carnington was like, "Oh, Goldie, keep everything together for me," and she does. I just thought that was funny. Today, it's a beautiful Sunday. 2:38 in the afternoon. I think it's about 78 degrees outside. Everybody was shooting off fireworks, having fun, doing what they do. Again, I'm Mr.Goodbarz. To the right of me, I got my brother Johnny Ghost. To the left of me, I got Axile Becomes, my brother, a.k.a. Hyrulean Gamer. And we're going to tell you guys about some eventful things that's happened, man. Nels Fest was amazing, man.
That was amazing. Time, dude.
NEK Entertainment in a place to fucking be, man. And they fucking set it off. Yo, shout out to Frank Bones and Greedy and the whole
did their
squad.
thing,
They did their
man.
thing. Big shout out to Matt Royal.
I'm sad.
Scum was there. People don't know Scum he was a strange music artist at the time, so you had a national act in the building. Just to let you know, Scum was in the building. He was cool as a fan, man. He was having fun out there in that hot ass sun. He's like, man, I'm just trying to find the shade. That's what he kept telling people. He said, "Where's the shade at?"
Dude, no, there was shade.
It
There
was-
was shade.
he couldn't find it.
Dude,
There was some shade.
It was some
God.
shade, but hey, it was beautiful out there. Yo, when I tell you that sun felt good, it did. We needed
God.
that.
Yeah, no,
I
it
think
was
everybody
beautiful.
out there needed that.
definitely.
And we needed it to feel the earth again and to feel someone's body hit the ring and let you know that we are
Not
the
to
earth.
interrupt, but I'm so sad I missed Frankie Bones' match, man.
Dog, their match was great. It was
I wish I was out in the lot and I was attending some things and I got swarmed by people. So
Let me
I
see your
got,
mic real quick. Bye, Goldie. Please pull up. We here, baby. Y'all shout out. Give it up for Goldie, y'all. Give it up for Goldie in the building, man. She's holding it down. Try now, Johnny.
She really does.
That's way better. I'm
Yeah,
going to cut
thank
my
you.
mic down just a little bit.
I think mine's still low. I don't know how or where that goes.
but
There
I-
it is.
That's better. That's way better.
I was out in the lot attending this stuff and I walked back in. I'm like, I saw the artist getting up. I'm like, did you already wrestle? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
fuck.
Yep. They did. They did. It was a triple tag team, tornado tag team match. We had Filthy Phil in the building, Greedy and Frank on one team, and I didn't know the wrestlers, but I knew one of them, and he had a goat mask on, and it was Flax. And Flax
I did see that.
Flax also got on stage and rapped. We got the footage
With the mask.
Yeah.
no, he switched it to Proto Man.
The Proto Man mask.
Dude, that's so fire. And Frank and Greedy had matching outfits with their name on it. I guess I had a little bit of an emergency, so I had to dip out real quick. And I guess they needed me, but I guess everybody figured everything out. Everything worked out great.
No,
I
they
seen
had
the
an
footage.
awesome set.
Dog, Frank's sermon in the beginning is beautiful. I love that sermon. I have it on camera. Shout out to Axile that held it down on that. Go ahead, Axile.
You know what he kind of what he reminds me of.
What's that?
Sometimes when he digs in is a little bit of DMX.
I love that.
Yeah.
Not in camber, but like the way that he delivers.
Yeah.
He's like
No, I see
straight
that.
Driving here, and then over here, and then here.
He talking to you. He talking to
I
you.
like the way that he.
What up, Daniel?
Keeps it real, and he doesn't stray away from like metaphors. Like he knows what he's talking about, and he has a point, whatever he's talking about.
Yeah, definitely. I love that.
That's what I get from it.
I love Frankie's whole demeanor on stage. Now you got to remember that's like Frankie's first time performing. So he wrestled and performed that night. Him, Greedy, and Flags, and they had Paulie on stage with him. Man, Paulie was always the ultimate hype man. I love Paulie on stage with them. That was great. Love that.
I'll say this, Flax. I want to say between Flax and Greedy, but I'm gonna lean a little more towards Flax because he came out on a stage at one point and grabbed the mic, and he just owned the shit.
Yeah.
Out of the song,
That's Flax, man. When you know,
that time that he jumped. Remember, like,
Yeah.
he was like down like this, and he's like, I think I caught that on video that he did.
Yeah, he did.
I
He did. He caught
love
that on video.
watching Flex because he is, I want to say he seems like the kind of guy that went to theater school when he was a kid.
Is he
By his, I don't know. I have to ask him, but next
He's a
time I
great
see him, I will.
actor. He's a great.
But
Theater was fun. I love
He comes
theater.
in and he makes these he's a very small dude, but he makes his presence very well known and bright too. Like he's
Yes.
a very vibrant dude. If you ever have a chance to talk to Flex,
Flex.
Greedy, Bones, all those guys, Paulie, best group of guys I've ever seen work together, and they just want everybody in it. They
want to include people. Inclusion is really big for them. I love that.
And I
Nick
love
O'Connor, what's good
that.
with you, man? Welcome to the Fortunes podcast. Continue, Johnny.
And I love that how they're all passing the mic and stuff like that. I love how Greedy. So Bones comes in with the main hook. I noticed and kind of does all the deliverance part.
Yes.
But Greedy comes in and flips the script. I noticed so it goes completely against what Frank's doing as a chorus, but when Greedy comes in with the verse, it just makes it hit so much different.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because they're a tag team. And they have that same chemistry they have in the ring on stage.
It's a good contrast.
It's really good, Axel. I agree with you.
The only thing I will say is those guys did need a bigger stage. I'll say that.
I think well, I was talking to Casket, and Casket said, yo, we could have used the ring as a stage. And I thought that was a great idea. And we were just explaining, like, when you're in the ring and you're able to not only wrestle but rap in the ring, Tricked Out rapped his theme song. I don't know if anybody saw that. And that shit was so to come out of the ring and then rap your theme, and then go in the ring and slam somebody on their neck is crazy to me. That's like the wrestling dream.
Sometimes you gotta be your own team.
Dude, and everybody's one of the cats, Freedom. Shout out to Freedom. Freedom changed his outfit 3 times, and I don't know if anybody saw that. The best theater I've ever seen in my life. My man's. He came to me. He said, "You know who I am?" I was like, "No, I don't know who you is, but you his brother Trick." He's like, "Nah, I'm Freedom." I said, "Oh shit!" Like he had a wig on when he came out as Freedom, and you couldn't tell. I thought Freedom was in the back chilling, but no, he was already out front, tank top on. He already switched out and everything. Big shout out to the homie, the champion of NEK. What was his name? Hecht or something like that. Yeah, Hecht. Wrecked or wrecked or hacked. I don't know how to spell it.
Who is the? I am bad with this. Who is the host? Like,
Tan Man was the host of the artist.
Tan Man, shout outs to him. He was really all over the place for everybody.
Yeah, he was.
He was up on the stage doing the meet and greets.
Yeah, he was.
Yo,
Spinning that wheel was a great idea to keep everybody entertained with this.
I thought they already spent it. So when they brung it out, I was like, oh shit, and they were practice spinning it at first, and Ghost, the homie with the dreads, he was like, nah, let's really spin this shit. And bro, I was looking at my name on that list. I was like, it's gonna land on my name. It's gonna land.
First name, ding 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 ding.
First name, Price is Right. And then they had somebody, Little Lake Glum, come on stage, and that was the Tricked Out homie, because Tricked Out rapped first technically, because he rapped his theme.
Yep.
And he said, nah, this is my homie. Now I ain't gonna hold the homie. What he was saying was true, but I think he needs to practice the craft of performance. And understand that you got to take the main vocals off. And anybody got to say, I didn't want to say anything at that moment in time. That man was performing. But when he can look at this podcast and see, I think you need to take the main vocals off your performance track, brother. I think you need to understand what you're saying on stage and be able to process it a little bit better so people can understand what you're truly saying. A great showcase of this is Oddity. Oddity and Matt Royal. Oddity came
they
and hold
had
the microphone.
a dope tag
Bro.
team.
And they know how to stand on stage, and I hope that young man, little Lake Groom, saw that and processed that, and we did great. Deuce and Dub came out for the first time.
They were awesome too. They just brought some different type of heat.
Yeah, I like those guys because they bring the vibe of where they came from and what they know.
Very modern.
Very modern. I love that. Drill, they bring the drill and what they grew up on, and I love that. Because that was, you got to remember, that was a horrorcore, extreme rap, hardcore rap type show. And they were the only ones that brought drill music to it. So that I commend those guys. I think for them, we got to practice and rehearse a little bit more. I thought the set was great. Goldie did awesome. She sounded great on stage. I did my thing. It was a great crowd out there. That heat, though, that sun was leaning on your back. It felt like the Super Mario 3 character, and the sun was trying to attack us.
Oh, I was switching sides.
I was just
Put your finger up in the
sunburned,
wind.
man.
Yeah, Axel got the L black people tan. Look at him. He looks black up
Like,
here.
I couldn't find any reprieve. Like it was
Well, you gotta look
either
at the
it was
camera.
either humid and hot, or it was hot
Axel.
with wind.
Black.
Like it. I have olive skin anyway, so
Look, see, you look.
dude, like, yeah,
no,
I get it.
no,
Like, look,
I'm gonna tell you something.
look,
If you go
look.
back a couple 4
Look
shits,
at that.
the way the sun comes in from the window, it doesn't gleam off your face as hard as it used to.
that's because I didn't have any grease on my ass forehead. Like I didn't. I'm a greasy dude.
But you're not.
It-
though.
it
You're not.
glistens.
You're
No, it
clean, bro. You
glistens.
clean. Stop. He said, I'm not greasy.
No, I'm definitely greasy.
You're a greaser?
I mean, yeah.
So how do you feel
I
about
like
grease?
greasers. I think greasers are cool because they be under the.
I'm
but I
glad-
don't like when they take the oil from the to be a real greaser. You got to take the oil from the car and put it in your hair. I don't think that's cool.
I mean,
I don't think
technically,
that-
it's not from a car. It's usually just from like warehouses or like machine shops.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, again, like,
what?
Yeah.
A car.
A car. That's what I
car.
said.
I mean, if you want to be like that,
Would you do that,
fucking-
Axel? Would you put oil from a car in your hair?
If I'm trying to go for a look, sure.
Nick
It would probably
O'Connell,
make your
Nick
green
O'Connell's
shine.
laughing right now. He's like, I can't believe these guys are talking about this right now.
Thank you, Nick. No, like the whole greasers versus socias, like the
I
outsiders.
like that. I
Yeah.
would have been on
Did
Team
you ever
Greaser.
read the book,
I think
Yeah,
the Greasers,
no, I
the
never
Greasers
read the book.
backpacks were
but
dope.
the movie at least.
Yeah.
The idea was
Stay golden.
Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Pony
Let's do
Boy,
it. Let's do it for Johnny.
that movie's a really great.
That movie was so ahead
Guys,
of its
should we have
time and
movie-
emotional.
Should we have movie night with the fans on 4 Shits? I think it's
You
a
know,
way
I
we
would
could
do
do
that.
it. We could
I
do it
had
on
a good time
Discord.
doing that last
copyright.
time.
How does
No,
that
we
work?
don't have to live stream it. What we could do is live stream our reaction and the music from it, and then we can
Oh, okay.
and then people can watch it in Discord. They can join the Discord and then like make a 4 Shits Discord and then
Oh, like
people,
a VIP just hangout.
Yeah, just come chill with us. You know what I mean? Like we'll set a date, we just watch it. We'll stream our reaction live. I seen it. It was a boxing match not too long ago, like a day ago, and this guy was doing the commentary on the boxing, but you couldn't see the boxing. And I sat there and I was like, let me see if he can capture it. And as he was talking about things that were going on in the live feed, he was talking about the match. He was like, oh, 2 right hooks. And then I was like thinking, like, this sounds like radio from back in the day. And I
It's
got
kind of like that now. We're going back to that.
Bro, I'd rather listen to that and then probably watch it, and then I could watch the highlights later. So he has it brought me back to that feeling of old radio, listening to the baseball game, listening to the football game, and trying to figure out what's going. Try to use your imagination. You know what I mean? You just all you got is these pictures and these cards and these things people put online, and then now that live type of content was able for me to use my imagination, and I thought it was so cool. And he was just live streaming right there. He had people. He was interacting with the fans, making sure everybody was paying attention, and I just thought it was great.
You know what I noticed too?
What's that?
Axel is the most antisocial person I know. But every show
Damn,
that
Johnny,
we
this
went
nigga,
to,
he's sitting strays.
Axel knew the most people.
No, let him
He's
go.
sitting
Let him
straight
go.
shots.
Let
He's
him go.
sitting straight shots. Like, that was
No,
crazy.
let him go.
Let him cook. Oh man, I'm gonna let him cook, man. Nick O'Connell said, "Be Italian." He said, "That's all you got to be a greaser." That's
Like-
crazy.
Just be Italian.
That's crazy. I would never say
There's
that.
some merit to that.
That's crazy.
I asked my cousin. My
Wow.
cousin is Italian. He'll agree to that.
That's crazy. I
Are they
would've
proud
never
of that?
thought Yeah, they're like, they're like the originators of that shit.
But
They're
yeah,
like,
but
you
I-
have to have greasy.
But as you were
God,
saying
don't do
that I know the most people, I didn't know anybody in the past like other shows. So
No, that's real. That's real.
I knew 2 people this last show.
But like, no, Nick O'Connell said no.
No.
Sharon Laws, what's good with you? He said no. He didn't even express. He didn't put no emojis. He kept it real.
He's just like,
No.
nah.
no,
Take it how you want it. It's no.
no, don't do that. He said don't do that.
No.
But basically, Johnny, what are you saying about Axel though? About the whole like,
For someone that's really not about people,
that was such a stray for me.
you are about people, my bro.
Well, ultimately, yes. Yes.
Well, he's a great
Like
people
you-
person.
But that's what I mean. Like everyone starts as strangers at some point in time.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as an observation
I
of
know.
being friends with you, and this is why I really got to learn about you this past year. Is you're really in the circuit. You do know a lot of people.
Yes, Axel does
Like
know a lot of people.
I was shocked. We go to the radio station. You knew the guy there. Like
They were
obviously-
homies.
I mean,
Yeah.
I obviously know. Shout out to Matt Connerton.
Yeah.
I've
Let's go
been
check that out. Look his shit up,
I've been
bro.
on in and out of his show since I was in Married Iguana. Technically, like that's when I started. Like,
Okay.
That's when I started doing that, like in 2020ish.
Shout out to Matt Connaughton, man, doing his thing.
But yeah, like I've known Matt.
WMNH 95.3 FM.
The truth.
Matt Connaughton Unleashed.
He does a great job, man. And that studio was really well put together,
Bro,
too.
that
for
studio, I slept in that studio when it was a bus station.
That's crazy to think of.
And dude, word. Bro, when we came to the lobby and we walked left, I was like, oh, I slept right there in that corner on my bags. And I thought about that. I was like, now I'm in here for a radio interview. How life turns like that.
It's a
is crazy.
circle.
Ha!
It's a circle.
It's crazy.
It's the
I was
same-
like, what?
It's the same feeling I got when I got out of Blackheart Sound Studio, and
Oh, yeah.
and I walked outside and I looked to my right, and
the
literally
joint.
within 50 yards was the HCDOC,
Oh, shit.
the prison. Like
That's
the
crazy.
studio was within like a stone throw, and it was just like a revelation of like, how did I?
Yeah. How did it transgression like that?
Yeah.
Nick O'Connell says you're on to something with the machine shop though. Yo, Nick, that's crazy. But yeah, man, we was on Matt Connaughton last night or yesterday morning to promote Nails Fest. They're day 2 at Nails Fest. They have a lot of things, a lot of activities going on today. I will go to the event page to see what's going on because I have been reluctant to watch it and see what's going on. So for me to give back to the community of Nails Fest, let's go ahead and see what's going on. Day 1, we had Never Quit Wrestling in the building in QW, card TBA. They're going to announce the card that day. We had performers, Scum, Tricked Out, GG the Snowman, E-Mac the Shogun, Popcorn, the Sits. Yours truly, Mr. Goodbarz. And I'm going to say this right, hopefully, Payin, Bluntsworth, Matt Royal, Oddity, Paul Carson, Dom Pauly, and Frank Bones. Day 2, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. So this is today at Nottingham Road, Raymond, New Hampshire. I got that right that time, so the assistant lady can't get mad at me no more. Every time I walk into a press place, everybody get mad at me. We went to CC Concord with Goldie one time, all the way up there, and they got mad at me because I was taking pictures. And
You can't take pictures
you
here.
can't no live photography.
What the hell?
That's what it
Okay,
sounded
Maynard.
like. That's what it sounded like.
How dare you?
So I translated their roboticness to English language, and so I was like, "Oh, I can't take photos," and I was like, "Oh, okay." That's how it felt. I felt like I was playing Fallout 4.
I've been to a few places like that, but you know what? Huge shout out to Verbal Warzone
Jesus.
because I didn't know that you couldn't film because they had their own thing going on.
But it's no flash photography. You can't flash. 'Cause
Yeah.
it fucks up the cameras.
yeah.
You have to cut the flash off and be sneaky.
But I loved how the guy came up and he's like, "No, bro, you're taking too many pictures." Like I had a video of one dude coming at you, and then I had another half of you coming at him.
Yeah.
And then between those two sets, the third one, the promoter guy comes around. He's like, "Hey, man, just to let you know, you're filming too much. You can't do that here." I wasn't going live or anything like that. Just,
Yeah, you were just filming on your phone, saving a memory. And
Yeah.
I think I respect it in the battle raps because that's how battle raps get leaked.
Yeah, I thought it was dope though because they didn't like come at me in a type of way, like they knew like, oh, he doesn't know.
Yeah, because you're new.
Yeah,
Johnny, you were in Brooklyn, bro.
yeah,
They knew you wasn't from out there.
oh yeah,
And the people that run a business out there was going to protect you. That's because you're in their establishment. And that's what battle rap does. They let you know off rip what you can and what you cannot do when you walk in there. If you're not an artist or performer, if you were an attendee, if you're a patron, they make sure you know to understand the rules, and that's the best thing about it. They knew that, and they respected you because you came there by yourself, bro. You were the only white dude there.
that's weird to think about. Yeah,
You're the only white person in that room. If you go watch that battle rap, Mr. Goodbarz versus much more, you can see Johnny's long neck in the back like this.
every day I feel a little bit more like Eminem.
Boom, roasted. Dan.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was a clip. We gotta keep that. I'm gonna keep that.
Welcome to Four Shits, everybody.
I'm gonna keep that
We
one.
are here now.
That's crazy. He said, I feel every day I feel like I'm more like Eminem. Who am I then? Dr. fucking Dre, nigga? Like, damn. Shout out to Dre.
Wait, you're trying to get canceled? Is that what?
Right? Yo, that Houdini track was fire.
shit.
That Houdini
Too
track
soon.
that Houdini track was fire. Day 2, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Nelf's Fest Part 2, NEK Entertainment. We got Cassick and the Misty Rain, NFN, Fury. Shout out to Fury. Fury got in the ring. Cassick got in the ring. That was crazy. Crazy, Pay In, Kid Savage, DJ Chisel, and Big Rude. Seismic Flow, Nick Will, Louis Cypher, Jay Prophet, The Death Raver, Dizzy Disaster, Bluntsworth coming back. Yo, Bluntsworth was doing his thing.
Yo,
out
I
there.
remember Bluntsworth.
He had the flags.
Yeah,
And he was airbrushing people's stuff. I was like, and he could rap. I was like, what?
He made a shirt of Matt. He airbrushed one of Matt Roy's shirts.
Did he really? He did
Yeah.
one for Goldie, man, for her birthday. Yo, shout out to Goldie.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Your birthday was yesterday, man, on July 6th, man. That was dope. I'm glad she had a great time, yo. She had fun being on the stage with everybody. And her homegirls came to support her, which was really great, man. Shout out to Goldie the Goddess and the Goldie Gods. The
I
Goldie Knights.
loved
That's what I'm calling them.
the fact that everybody like really came together for those
Dude, it was
sets.
you know
and,
what
and
somebody-
everyone supported each other.
You know what someone said to me? And Paulie, I think Paulie walked up to me and said, man, look at this community. Look at it. That's what he said. He said, look at this community. These people working together. We don't care about nothing that's going on in the world. And I just hear this from Paulie. Paulie was at a clairvoyance right there at that moment in time. And he was like, look at this. We're coming in together to enjoy each other and celebrate each other. And we get to slam each other on each other's necks. And when he said that, I was like,
Pause.
yo, Paulie.
Pause.
I was like, Paulie, that's the truth. I was like, these guys are really like, y'all stupid. You can't use black culture against me. That's my weakness.
You know, you would have said the same shit. You know, you would have said the same shit. Been like, first of all,
'cause
pause.
I
Second of all,
no. The thing is, he didn't literally. He
No, I know.
paused. He
No, I get you.
and he thought about what he said, and I said, and I called him. I was like, yo, nah, it's cool, bro. Like, nah, I respect that. You're right. Like, we get to express ourselves in any type of performance situation. We have wrestlers who know how to take bumps and athletically show people entertainment, and then we have artists who can draw pictures with their words and music and sounds. And I just understood what he meant, though, the community and the group of people, the vendors, the people who want to have fun, man. I saw people that I've been looking up to for years. Cartoon is one of my heroes, one of my main favorite rappers, and he's been doing it for years, man. And I look up to him. He's a businessman, smart, and he does the damn thing. Salute to the Sits and everybody that's over there, his whole team, man. It was great to see you guys out there. Scum was out there, too, man. He's cool as a fan, man. I fuck with it, man. Nels Fest, day 2. In a place to be.
I'll say this too: the catering, everyone there,
it was beautiful.
Wicked.
Oh,
nice.
the fries,
the fry guy.
Wayne, no, that was Wayne's
Wayne.
spot. That was Wayne's spot.
Yeah, he was.
That was Wayne. He the first one to see
man.
everybody. He was so smart. I'm gonna give you some food. You want some food? Yeah, you gonna need that. You gonna need that in your belly because you gonna get sipping out here. I know about you festivals. Yeah, huh? But he was cooler than that. I'm being the black version of Wayne, but he was super cool.
He's like, yo, you want some fries? They take 5 minutes.
Dog, he put the buffalo. So the buffalo sauce he had, it was in a bottle, but he redid it basically.
Yeah.
And bro, that shit was good. It was too.
Oh,
hot
you had
for
some
go.
of them?
Yeah, hell yeah.
He had some before with bacon bits and stuff like that in
That
it
sounds
too.
good.
well, he kept talking about the bacon bits.
But someone took the bacon
But
bits.
someone took the bacon bits.
So fuck whoever took the bacon
Yeah,
bits.
you guys are
No, to be
assholes.
honest, I think it was his son. I met his son out there. His son was out there walking around. I don't know if y'all seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
his son. I think his son took it.
hey, put
But
those,
fuck whoever took those bacon bits.
don't put those bacon bits down.
I think no, because I
on.
dabbed him up. I was like, I seen that.
Oh shit.
I said, I see that. I see that. Hey, man, I'm just so happy to be here, man. It's a wonderful, wonderful Sunday day. This is 303, the Four Shits Podcast. We got a couple things to talk about. But, Johnny, man, I heard you turned level 99. I don't know how deep you want to go into the situation. I'm probably just, like, do you have any closing words for leveling up and defeating the Dragon Boss? Allegedly.
Well, there's definitely got to be I'm debating on going and putting a restraining order on said person.
Yeah.
Said dragon.
And
because the thing is, people know.
yeah, and
I just wanted you to know that.
and it's a sad thing because this lady she jumped out.
I don't know what you're talking about, Johnny. It's a dragon. It's a dragon.
The dragon.
You better call it a dragon.
So this
before
dragon
you indict yourself.
Oh shit! So I don't know how to word this carefully, but
Let me know if you
Okay,
need. Let me
hold
know
on,
if
wait,
you need.
I
Let me know
got
if you need help. Let me
all right, I
You're
got
Jon
you.
Snow.
So
Remember.
I don't know because I was violated. I was attacked last night,
Yeah, he was.
By a dragon.
and for defending yourself and trying to get out of said area, and you're telling this to the police, and then you're the one in handcuffs.
You just telling on yourself right now. Hold on, let me help you out, bro.
Thanks.
Allegedly. Welcome to level 99, brother. You ain't got to worry about anything and putting yourself on the line for anybody else, bro. If you feel like you need to get away from somebody or something that's a threat to your life and the cause that you have, you can walk away from it anytime you want.
But it was funny because I had all shows this year have been awesome.
Yes.
But there always something crazy happened this year at the end of every show.
Not to me, brother.
No,
It
no,
happens to you.
I'm good.
in
I'm
my
good.
in my life,
It happens,
and I'm like,
it happens
yo.
to you, not to me.
So it's like, okay, I know said some people are said toxic. Maybe it's something that I'm going through in my life. Maybe it's so there. But whatever it be, like it was a show, and then my friend Ian passed away. R.I.P.
So Johnny, basically,
So
this. Okay, so let's talk to you about it. Since we're gonna sit here and talk about it, how do you feel about things? Do you feel like music gets in the way of sometimes a personal life, or do you feel like
no?
Like, tell me your mindset about this, because this is a personal thing. This is a real thing. This is about mental health.
Music is a lifestyle.
Yes.
Music is more than just
Thank
what
you.
most people think it is. And some people, when they are with musicians, they get misconstrued. Oh,
Yeah.
and this is just like a 9 to 5. You have to do this, that, the third. And it's like, no, there's a lot more. And you try and explain some things to said people and saying, no, this is one of the steps, and you're showing them.
Continue. Excuse me. Oh, golly.
Thank you. And you're
Nick O'Connor says y'all is funny as fuck.
and you're showing them step by step stuff that you have to do, and they still don't get it. You know, like in your heart that that person is not about you. And this is a standpoint that I learned of the past 24 hours is if people are trying to get in your way to just put eyes on them, they're being selfish.
Yo, I agree with
There
that.
was no need for what happened last night.
Nick O'Connor says he can relate. He can relate to that. And that's not a bad thing. We have to understand to get these bugs away from us. Do you have the protection? You know what I'm saying? Like, Johnny, I felt like when you were here, you were protected because you had music behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You was playing bass. You and Axel was doing chops on the fucking.
It's even more messed up that I was baited.
Yeah, I think that. I think that was.
I was
that
baited.
was. Well, it was no
for,
fish has been caught if they didn't open a big fat mouth.
But it was for. I went down there on behalf of my brother.
I know.
So this is the part that kind of gets me like, what the fuck? Because there has been issues. I have been distancing myself.
Hold up.
You know,
So
I have been
before,
doing correct things.
So hold up, before we dive into the situation, what is your conclusion, and what is your advice to people who face adversity, who are musicians?
Okay, this is gonna suck to say, but it's a real thing for me right now. You got to worry about you. You got to worry about your problems. You got to worry about your life. I cannot be, because obviously what happened, I went out on behalf of someone.
Yep.
I had a difficult time trying to contact said person. And then one thing led to another. So, and I'm generally worried about said person. It's my family, you know? And then when when my family's missing and the person is like, no, your friend is like, no, your eyes have to be on me, X, Y, Z.
Well, that's called being a narcissist.
And
Dragons can be narcissistic people and things. Dragons are known to do that since they hoard a bunch of treasure in caves.
this is true.
And they lure people in.
Whoa, that's a crazy analogy.
Listen, this is in the land of where
Lost.
this is like, say Skyrim, right? Their charisma is high. They have a lot of damage DPS.
Yo,
Their DPS is through the freaking roof.
How much HP do a dragon got in Skyrim though?
Oh, thousands.
But
Thousands.
So
Did you ever kill a
thousands,
dragon?
Like, in Skyrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, plenty of time. Like, yo, you could jump on the back of them and take a sword and put it through their fucking
Yep.
head.
That's awesome.
That's it. Like it's like an animation. Like you jump on their back and you're like, oh, hold up, ha! You know what I'm talking about, Johnny?
And then take their essence.
And take the essence, and then you get level. It says,
See, I don't want that though. I don't want that essence.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Nick O'Connell says, dragons are reptiles. Yo, hold up, man. Hold up, my stomach hurt. Listen, just when you defeat your dragons, guys, refuse the essence. That's
you can't. Don't take what.
Don't take
honestly, don't take their negativities, because 9 times out of 10, if you're around toxic people for more than 6 months, you pick up traits.
Yeah, you become
and
toxic.
And I have seen myself slowly pick up old toxic traits that I have, and I'm like, wait, and so
What am I doing?
exactly. And the more and more red flags, and I had red flags, got turned over. Everything told me like I shouldn't have been where I'm at. But again, it was my brother. But I gotta from the lesson I learned is I gotta look after me, because unfortunately,
Well, I want to say this. We're all humans.
Except for dragons, they're not humans.
They're not humans.
They're reptiles.
I think Nick O'Connor said the best. People are vampires. Some people are vampires and will drain you of your essence and try to take it from you. And then when they're defeated, they let out this screech, this Shrek of information and audio. And I think we had as human beings, we have to understand
emotional damage.
And we got to understand that emotional damage that you got. You shout out to Uncle, what's his name? Uncle
Charlie.
Uncle Charlie. Shout out to Uncle Charlie. He's funny. He's hilarious. But Johnny, I'm gonna say I'm surprised to see you here today. I'm gonna say that. It was great to hear your voice this morning. It was great to understand that you are here and you're representing you as a whole. And we're gonna walk through this. And if anybody has any questions, you're more than welcome to do what you got to do with it, Johnny. You feel me? And I just want to say, Axel, we got a couple subjects to talk about other than emotional damage and life on life terms. I think I got a video here about the Simpsons being able to tell the future, or great wisdom from David Bowie. Let's go to that first. Let's see what David Bowie has to say about Johnny's situation. David Bowie, what you have to say?
Never play to the gallery, I think. But you never learn that until much later on, I think. But never work for other people at what you do. Always remember that the reason that you initially started working was that there was something inside yourself that you felt that if you could manifest it in some way, you would understand more about yourself and how you coexist with the rest of society.
Yes.
And I think it's terribly dangerous for an artist to fulfill other people's expectations. I think they generally produce their worst work when they do that. And if the other thing I would say is that if you feel safe in the area that you're working in, you're not working in the right area. Always go a little further into the water than you feel you're capable of being in. Go a little bit out of your depth. And when you don't feel that your feet are quite touching the bottom, you're just about in the right place to do something exciting.
See, that's what happens.
I did not hit any buttons that time.
That's what's happened. Dragon Ball suit.
Dragon.
See that fist in the face?
Dragon.
I'm the face.
Dragon.
You're the face, Johnny.
I was the face in that.
Oh, man. In other news, Rotten Tomatoes just released a really cool picture of something that I might be interested in. It's the first poster for Terminator 0.
Do you think this is real?
Do I think this is real? Rotten Tomatoes posted it.
Get to the job.
Is that like to be honest, is that a credible source?
What, Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Okay.
I think so, because a lot of the premiere movies, like the AAA movies that they release, right? They have a Rotten Tomatoes rating right in the beginning, right before you get to the main plot of the movie, and they flash to a couple things and that are key plots in the movie when they play the trailer, and then you might see another Rotten Tomato review say, "Oh, this music in this movie is amazing," like some shit like that.
Yeah.
And so if they're featuring it in trailers for like Warner Brothers and things of that sort, excuse me, yeah, I would say I trust Rotten Tomatoes. I would say that. I would think that Rotten Tomatoes has some flack in the entertainment world.
Why would a company name themselves Rotten Tomatoes?
Well, they're a review company.
Like
you know what a tomato is, right?
Yeah.
So you know when back in the day when you're on stage in the theater of art, back in like probably like the early 1900s, where people were if you sucked on stage,
they threw tomatoes at you.
They threw tomatoes at you. So that's where that same type of concept comes from, but it's the internet version of it. So they rate. In their rating system, so they rate movies, rate entertainment, cartoons, Invincible, things of that sort. The Boys, they do different movies, and people go off those ratings. So you might like, even if you buy like a let's say you buy a movie ticket. Movies are great, by the way. If you guys haven't been to a movie, like something that comes out, go visit your local movie theater. Support that local company. Support what they have going on. I think Chunky's is the best thing that's ever happened to any society. The fact that I can order food, sit there and watch a movie is really cool. And Cadillac seats, I'm happy about it.
Dude, those seats are fucking amazing.
Amazing. And the tables are nice and the people are cool. And you see some friends there sometimes. You can play some video games and shit. So it's just really great. And I would definitely say when you go in, they have the review on the menu, like what movie is the best, like, you know what I mean, like Rotten Tomatoes would be there. So I would trust that because I've seen it being broadcast. But maybe this is some anime. Like some AI anime stuff.
It seems a little anime-ish.
1, 2, 3, 4. I see 5 fingers, so I don't think it's AI. So I don't know.
I'm always worried about fan-made stuff.
Get to your seats
just because
now.
Get to your seats.
It's very deceptive.
Get your popcorn.
But it does seem legit. It does seem like it's an actual
it's a series,
you know.
And it's like from the anime studio that brought you Ghost in the Shell.
And that's kind of what tied it in of my interest, was that it was by those directors. So I'm definitely interested in at least seeing the pilot to see how that goes.
It says let's keep making this franchise until it actually happens. So let's look it up. Let's see if it's really happening. I think that would be really cool. Good morning, brothers. Terrence Brown, what's up, man? What's good with you, brother? Welcome to the Four Shits Podcast. We're trying to see what's going on, if Terminator Zero is a Netflix series or not. So we're going to do a little research and see what's going on with that. Terrence, how you doing, brother? How was your weekend? How was July 4th? Did you see some fireworks? Did you have some fun? Did you drink some? Did you eat good? I ate pretty good. I ain't going to hold you. I ate pretty good. Let's see. Good old Google. How was your life like if you're over the age of 30 before Google? Think about
Life
that.
was better without Google.
Life was better without Google, Johnny says. Why? Because you feel like people just had to, if you knew some information, that was your information you could withhold from people?
No. It's the phone problem. It took out a huge part of human to human connection. There's nothing wrong with Google. There's nothing wrong with having a phone. There's nothing wrong. But I use my technology as tools. And that's all.
Axel, this is real, bro. This is real.
A lot of times I've noticed, especially like I can see off my own family and the modern day techno life. It's like a disease almost. Everybody has to have their phone on them. They get frantic if they don't have it. Like,
I feel like there's like two groups of people that are like that. I feel like there are two groups of people in the world. There are buyers and sellers.
Yes, no,
so
there
which
absolutely
group
are
you saying all people like that?
No, I'm saying if you're a buyer or a seller, it doesn't matter. People buy and sell on their phones all the time. So if you're a
that's a good point. That's a
you're
good point.
you're gonna be buying online. If you're a
Yes.
seller, you're selling
Selling
online.
So
So it took out human the connection, and we see
dealing with a simple Wi-Fi.
the after effects, because how many people now have social anxiety? How many people don't go out in public anymore? How many people don't go to shows like they used to do? Why are festivals dying down? Why are holidays?
You think that's because of Google?
I don't think it's Google. I'm saying I don't think it's Google on its own. It's the techno universe that it's all it's the techno age, the digital
Digital.
age.
Are you afraid of the digital age? Would you get cybernetic additions to your body?
I
if
would
they offer?
never. I had 3 shot COVID vaccines. So I'm never doing any science.
So you already had cybernetic things happen to you.
Yeah. So passing out randomly too. That was for Pfizer shot too. So be careful.
Thank you, Fauci.
Yo, they coming at him crazy. That's crazy. Yo, but so you're saying that
There's
the
nothing.
the decline of social communication and human communication is because of the internet.
Yes.
But what if I told you it has amplified because of it?
That's also true. It has a whole nother sense of marketing, and there's a whole nother sense of human connection. Because I think it's dope when you're playing a game and you're playing with a guy from Australia or England or France or something like that. I think it's dope that you can make massive connections online like that. What I don't think is all right is how our society just lit. Like, I know a guy.
Okay, Nick, you want to do your thing, Brody.
I know a guy, and he was just so internet, won't go out. And it wasn't even buying or selling. It was playing video games. And I love video games. You love video games. But
of course.
When I mean this guy, this is what he did. It was video games and pizza, and that's all he ever did.
Well, was he able to sustain the lifestyle that he wanted?
No.
He didn't.
He was
didn't go.
He was a 40-year-old man living at my ex's mother's house, and this was years ago.
Oh shit!
So he was like that, and he's like, I'm anxious. Da da da. I'm like, dude, you're just a spoiled brat.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, and I hate to break it to people like that, but people really have gone soft, really. And
you think that's because of technology?
Yeah, it broke us apart. It made everything too soft. Like, you can't handle certain situations anymore because everybody has a camera on you, and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But I think, like, I'm more going to when, like, say, texting and stuff like that. It's awesome. It's convenient. But I've noticed if people message you or text you and you don't answer back, they take it so personal.
But Johnny, it's up to you to make a decision and how you apply your attitude or behavior to it.
So I try and apply all that correctly.
Facts.
You know,
it's about how you approach the situation. Because now you're letting not only technology control you, you're letting the person control you.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Because now you're not in control.
Yeah.
Now you're doing wild things. Now you're out and about looking around, and you're not even seeing visually what you're doing. You're just out and about because your emotions and your thought process and your in the way you think is now out the window because this now person has now you on a mannequin and controlling your arms and legs and making you move the way you move. And they can have that. Some people have that clairvoyance to see where they can what they can do and how to maneuver around you so that you can lose. And people plot like that. They plot and steal. That's what they do. I take that same thought process, that same darkness, and I apply it to gain. Some people just do it to be negative.
Yeah.
Just to be negative. And that's the part that's where the attitude and the behavior part comes in, because we got to see it and be like, is we doing this for a cause? Is it really something behind this, or this is just some tomfoolery? Just a bunch of shit in the air, that molecules that don't need to exist, and that's how I defend myself against technology. I use it, I abuse it because I know it can abuse me. So yeah. I take technology and use it as a stepping stone.
It's a
And
tool, but you're
Chris
using
McDonald
it,
was good with you.
But you're using it correctly. It's a tool. You're not letting it run your life.
That's why I said this is the real rapture right now.
I've seen you put pause on technology and be like, no, I gotta focus on this. Let me do this, and you do that when you make real connections and you're playing your piano or you're trying something new.
But I use technology to play my piano.
You do, but I use technology to play my bass. I wouldn't go on half as far, but even.
But wouldn't you say? Okay, so hold up. Wouldn't you say it's the people behind it?
Yeah,
technology
it's
is just technology.
Technology is not evil.
Technology is just a tool.
Yes,
it's like a hammer. It's like a screwdriver. It's like a drill. A drill is technology. The fact that a small battery can go inside of a turning mechanism and have enough torque to screw into bulbs, to screw air pressure. That's all technology, Johnny.
Yes.
It's about the person behind it. Either they're gonna take the drill and use it for a car, or they're gonna take the drill and put it into somebody's face.
Yeah, but I mean, what a lot of people are doing right now.
That's what people do.
Is
though.
they're taking the drill and using it as a hammer.
And that's the problem. It's the person. It's the person.
That's
the
my
person.
problem. It's just like.
So we can't blame technology. I feel like we can't blame technology because the humans who intended technology for it to work a certain way were thinking for the goodness of it. Because I've built things for people to have technology move them the right way. What makes technology be bad is when you add the human factor. When you add human failure.
Oh, always is.
It's humans that do this.
The human error.
A human programs that robot, Johnny.
Yeah.
A human programs my phone. A human programs these microphones. A human programs this beer can to be made. A human programs this to be created. It's an idea. It's the imagination from a human. So we got to look at the humans first before we even look at the technology.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with that.
A human made Google, bro.
Yeah.
Google just didn't create itself. So you can't blame an inanimate object for your personal beliefs. That doesn't work.
What I get at mainly is it did take a lot out
What's
of
good,
human
Gordy?
society.
Flow free or die in the building. But you can't because society exists and it's full of humans. What we think and know of. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. What was the one turn of the century that made people think the way they think?
Oh shit, bro.
That technology used.
Oh, for tech?
For tech, yes. What changed?
Windows.
No. Way before that. I got
way
it.
before
AOL?
that. No, bro.
Before
See,
AOL.
that's where
Dial-up.
you're still on the internet.
Are you talking
I'm
about
talking
dial-up?
about press, words,
Oh, you're
letters,
talking. Yeah.
telegrams. That's a text message, nigga.
The telephone. I want to say the telephone.
Thank you. The telephone
was like
when you
the
can talk
turning
to
point.
somebody quick and then just hang up on them. People used to make prank calls to a Chinese restaurant just to get them in their emotions. But that's technology. Your whole process is to call somebody and get what you need. But people will prank call you and tell you, hey, somebody's over here right now. You need to come down here and check something out. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then set you up for that. And that's a phone in 1999, bro, or 1990. 1984.
Well, I'm
72.
I'm
2024.
I'm talking like way before that, like when the telephone was being
Developed.
being developed. So
Yes. You're absolutely right.
I do have a different take from this, like a little bit more.
Gordy said Macintosh.
Yes, Bill Gates.
I feel that. I feel that.
It's the fear of the unknown.
Yes.
You know, it's the fear of the unknown of like we don't know what's going to happen or what it's going to do. Like to keep it 100, that people really didn't like when automobiles were being introduced because horses can take care of it.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing with
Yeah.
telephones. Like,
Yeah.
why not letters? Well, what's wrong with telegraphs? Blah, blah. And so like things were being introduced in like in the industrial age from like 1870 to like 1920 that all like even the railroad system was highly criticized.
Yeah, definitely.
It was.
So anything that has to do with connection or bringing people together or in other ways besides face-to-face is always met with type of scrutiny because it's not the caveman way of doing it.
Yep.
You know,
the previous way.
Even right now, people that don't. This is a two-part thing. People that don't like music, that shit on it, are the same people that will go into their car and then turn on their fucking radio to their favorite people. Total hypocrites.
I've never met someone. I
I've met
refuse.
tons of people like that.
I've never met someone that's like, yo, I don't listen to music. I've never met someone like that.
They do exist.
That's crazy.
Like, oh, I don't like the music lifestyle. I think it's a sham, and then go into their car and then listen to fucking Van
Okay,
Halen.
so that's
yo, if I met that person, I'm like, yo, you need to get the fuck away from me.
That's the
hit you in
difference,
the
though,
face.
between a consumer and a buyer.
You don't like music. What? James
consumer and a
Brown?
seller.
Get
You're
the
right.
fuck
You're
away
right.
from me.
Where I'm connecting the dots is
What?
look what we have on right now. Like people that will criticize us or criticize people for using AI are literally using Facebook to say these things.
Right?
So you have a point, Bars. It's a circle back where like people are like, man, I hate technology. I hate that bullshit. It's fucking freaky to me while they're literally on their keyboard talking shit through a fucking AI UI.
Yeah.
They're using technology to talk shit about.
No, it has.
It happens.
That's what I'm
Total
saying.
hypocrites.
It has its benefits and its
Because it's a tool.
pros and
'Cause it's a
cons.
tool.
But we
you.
we use said tool correctly. And what I don't
course.
get is most in the consumer mindset. And this is my question more towards consumers, not sellers.
Well, hold on.
Right.
Before we get to that, you're talking about when you say consumers and buyers and sellers, you're talking about business. This is a more of a personal connection. Am I correct? So let's move business aside because there's no LLCs being talked about here. There's no true business happening. Not even music business. This is personal connection and people literally saying, "Hey." This da. He said, she said. And then 8 episodes later, you're finding out the ending, and you see your main character all fucked up in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that has nothing to do with business. What was business is going to a show and representing your company and doing a damn thing and going on stage. What deals with business is receiving the money from the venue owner because you just did 5 songs. What's doing business is going to BMI and putting things together. What's doing business is going in your room and practicing your instrument. That's business.
Yes.
Personal bullshit relationship shit, that is not business, Johnny. So
Yes.
your plight with technology is not technology, it's the humans that control.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you. So I just wanted to get that clarified so we know what we're talking about. So this doesn't have to do what we're talking about when we talk about the internet and when we talk about technology. It's 2 different forms that comes with it. Now maybe your website might not work and you get a 404 error, but that can always be fixed because you're trying to run a business. But when you get a text message and you hit a certain emoji on it and then the person looks at it kind of weird, like, what does that mean? What are you talking about? When you start doing things like that on the internet, you're not using it correctly. The internet was, we forget, the internet was first used as a weapon.
It was.
And they weaponized it to weaponize your brain to make technology and advertisement to continue to understand what kind of humans like certain things. So it's still being kind of used as a weapon. But when you know it's a weapon, when you know it's a strap, you could do it for different things. You could take the bullets out of it and reuse the bullets, melt it down, do all types of shit. You could take the clip, put it on another clip. You could do all types of things with a weapon. You add another compartment that does some whole other shit.
Well, even so,
that's the same thing with the internet.
You're talking about being used as a weapon. How about let's talk about cancel culture in itself.
That's someone's feelings. That's different from technology.
No,
that's weaponization.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's weaponizing. That's us using the internet as a weapon, it may not be.
You guys are saying the same thing. He's saying that it is. Some people utilize that as a tool of weaponization. You're saying the same thing of that it is a weaponization itself tool.
Yes,
but it's way more than that. Remember back in the day when we were kids? I don't know about you. You're like 5 years younger. That
Jeez, thanks.
Remember when they were saying that the information highway and it's going to be the next generational thing. We don't need the Britannicas. We don't need encyclopedias and stuff. So they were weaponizing into our knowledge intake to where it was simplified because we're going to be using that more often than books. Even though books are still a thing, people still put out books. Yeah. But it's an easier market by here's a thing that you can use to have all the information. You don't need to look for it anymore.
No, you don't.
So you have to make sure that when you're taking in the information, like a calculator, that you're using your own brain for it to give you the right answer.
Yes.
If you just let it be you, if you just let it be you, then yeah, it's gonna be a lot of corruption because X, Y, and Z. It's not like safe anymore.
Yo, I agree.
Where now it's like public knowledge about like dark web and all, you know, bullshit and hackers or whatever. It's because of how easy it is. Instead of just like looking it up on the, you know, going to your local library, looking up into the catalogs, searching for a number that you have to go into a shelf to find a book, to find your information, as opposed to ding.
Yeah.
Like that's the weaponization of itself. You have to use it as a tool instead of letting it use you.
Exactly.
Yes.
I agree with that 100%. And Johnny, I get your sentiment, bro. Don't trust me. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be the other side of the coin. Like technologies needs a defense
devil's
too.
advocate.
I don't want to be devil's advocate. I want to be the wizard's advocate.
That guy.
That guy. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I'm trying to show you what this is the other side of the coin.
Yeah. And trust me, I don't have an issue with technology because obviously I use it. I lived around it most of my life.
Yeah.
My issue is with the person behind the technology, and a lot of life I've noticed has been sadly like dying out. Like
I think you're experiencing life from a point. You're explaining your life. I don't think life is like that. I think if you traveled more and you saw what's really going on, people don't care about technology, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, you go to places like India and stuff like that. They're one of the most high-tech places in the world.
Bro, if you go to New York, bro, you've been to New York, Johnny.
Yeah.
If you walk down the street, nobody's on their phone like that. They looking around, they on bikes, they moving, they getting to the next place. Then maybe if you go down the stoop somewhere, you might see some people on their phone or somewhere at the bus station. People are moving. You live in New Hampshire, bruh.
The Shire.
Of course niggas is on their phone.
But I mean, even when I was in Florida, it was kind of the same way.
Nah, Florida's not like that. Bro, you talk mad good about Florida. Don't do that now. Don't turn your back on Florida because your own experiences. Don't do that.
I love Florida. I'm just
saying.
Don't
do that. Don't do that to your own. That's your home state,
no,
bro.
I'm just
don't
saying. In my people-to-people interaction while I was living in Florida, it was all the same way. People, especially if you were in the vicinities that I was, where they took your phones, people went ape shit, bat shit crazy over
that's called an addiction to technology.
So
that's a difference.
And then when they got back, it's like, oh my god, I can breathe again. It's like, bro, it's
how about this? Instead of going to a rehab, go to prison. I want jail is different. You don't even get your name. You get a couple numbers.
So this is where I want to actually be the fourth wall here with these four shitters to be 100% honest or whatever. Jail life has been throughout, at least for a couple of people that we know, us included.
Facts.
That I learned being real with people that you.
Terrence Brown said, "Come to Vegas." I want to go to Vegas. I want to gamble.
He always
Do you
says
gamble?
that. What? Like really? You? No, I'm not. No, I'm not dignifying any type of sound with that. No, I'm actually gonna keep it real. You told him not to say that shit. Really? Wow.
Because I liked it too much.
Wow. We both checked him last fucking episode, and here you are. You're like, oh,
look,
fuck it.
I'm just gonna say this.
He said
he's black. He can.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. I'm glad your microphone cut out when it did
let's
that.
play a game called Is It Racist?
No, we're not playing that game right now.
No.
We're not playing that game.
So let's get back to the thing at hand here. Anyway, I learned, speaking for myself.
That's crazy, Terrence.
I'm not speaking for anybody else, but I'm speaking for myself that I learned more being incarcerated than I ever did in actual like schools.
I feel like
that
me
makes any
too.
sense.
I feel like that too, Axel. And then I think the people that go into the military have that same like stripperization of the world and society like that. I feel like somebody in the military can compete. Not compete, but compare to someone that has gone to prison too. Maybe it's like you learn a little bit more about America on this side, and you learn more about the streets. And I feel like not only do you learn more about humans, and it takes away. I think. No offense to anybody that's gone through that prison life or the military life, and it's no offense to any humans that's been through the strife and the streets and the struggle, but it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like we got it's a different world. Terrence is right. It's a different world.
Facts.
And your life out here is literally paused. You could take years of your life and put it in a toilet and just flush it down and flood the cell so there's water everywhere and you're walking in shit. And then if you was like me, maybe your bunkie slaps people with shit. So when you got people slapping each other with shit happening in front of you while you're trying to read a book to better your life, it just puts things into perspective. So I love society and the games it plays with itself because I like playing games. I like RPGs. I like zombie games. I like because I see this as a game too, and it's about how Johnny, you're a chess man, right?
Yes.
You love chess, right?
Yes.
Would you move your queen too early before you wanted to?
Honestly,
you save it, right? You're the type of person.
It depends on what I'm doing. So every piece plays a certain point in a picture.
You have to follow the rules.
Depending the way
Terrence, you're right.
my opponent strategizes, I'll either move my queen around the board to evade and take out certain things, but eventually I know I'll eventually sacrifice the queen to a greater cause later on. And that's the only time I'll do that is when I'm 100% sure I can get something unlocked. Because I won games without queens. Like, I marked queens off the board before. Instead, like...
I heard that. He said he marks queens off the board. That's crazy. He said he sacrificed the queen to win.
But it depends on what you're using your pieces for. Like me, my most valuable pieces are pawns, and I'm always thinking 3 moves ahead of my opponent. But if I'm using my pawns as soldiers,
have you ever played 3D chess?
Yes.
I have not.
That shit's fun.
I can't even comprehend that shit.
It's like, just think if you have a knight, right? That L is infinite. If you have a pawn, that front move is infinite. It opens up the game in a different way, and I like it better than chess. But I like chess too. I love chess. But my favorite game is spades.
I love spades.
And I'm gonna tell you why I like spades. Because you need somebody else to be with you. You got the same body with the same mindset and the same way of thinking when you play spades, right? You have to be able to count. Numbers is so true and tried to me. Whoever created the word number and numbers in itself, thank you. Because I use it as a logical standpoint for my life.
You can thank the Romans, assholes.
Hey, listen.
I have my own stint about that. Like
let them cook.
They created a bunch of different hardships. I'm not gonna get into, but you are right. You are
They're
right.
the BC England, bro.
Let them cook.
Yeah. You might as well just at this point, since it's been 2,000 plus years, you just might as well.
Rome's just BC England. That's all.
Yo, this. See, this is why you.
We got way too much sun. We got way too much sun last night. It was hot. When I mean hot, like I think you even brought it up, Johnny. It was like the one of you guys brought it up. It was the sun from Super Mario 3.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Yeah, that was yesterday, guys.
That was yesterday.
We are collectively wiped the hell out.
I look darker than I ever have on camera. You can barely see me. I'm blending in with my microphone, so just let that be known. But yeah, man, Johnny, I get your plight about technology, but I just want to say it's the humans behind it. Humans created it.
No, exactly. And this goes into using the internet as a weapon too. How many people have unfortunately killed themselves through online bullying?
Yes, but it was things in that person's. It was always 85% of the time. Because I dealt with somebody that recently passed away because of this type of situation. They were being bullied. I don't know if you guys know the song "Lost Cause." That whole song It's about someone going through struggles through online bullying and environmental bullying within the schools, colleges. Colleges is the worst.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people talk about it because they try to keep things on the wraps. And this person was in college, and his mother told me to publish a song, and she said, I would like you to put the emergency hotline for suicidal prevention on the song, on the cover itself. So when you look up that song on Spotify, and I just think, like, yes, that is an existing thing, but it's also about the environment the person in, because usually people who reach out to the internet and try to go contact other people, it's because their environment they're currently in is not suitable or not needed for their mental needs. That's why we play video games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We try to escape the reality that we in. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do play video games because of that, and sometimes they play video games just to relieve some of the stress in their life, and maybe their life is great, but you know what I mean, your coworker took some of your food at work, you know what I mean, you're mad, so you go play fucking COD just to escape that, and maybe you stream a little bit and you got a couple fans, and that's nothing wrong with that. I think that's cool, but when you start taking that mentality and applying it to the world, it's like making GTA real life. You can't do that. That's when things start happening. That's when things start getting weird around you, and your environment starts to collapse in front of you, and you start to see it change, because that's not the reality. I think reality is a hallucination that we all can agree upon. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Amen. So I think we need to realize when we have control of our realities, and when can we move forward with it. Do you want to sky dance, or do you really want to go to the depths of the trenches of the hood? Like it depends on what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like I think we all have attitudes and behaviors, and we could choose our paths the way we want. And I don't blame technology. I don't even blame another human for anything that I've witnessed or been through. I know for a fact that anything I go through in my life is because of what I chose. I've created my environment. I've created the people around me because I deem them trustworthy and the people that should be around me. You know what I mean? That's why y'all niggas are my family. And that's why there are certain people around me now than it is before, because you have to take your life in your hands. You have to grab the bull by the horns and be able to understand what's going on around you. You can't just let it go and happen because you feel off an instinct or of emotion. Your heart can't think, and that's the sad truth. And that's why artists have a hard time trying to overcome certain plateaus in their lives, because they're thinking with their heart too much and not thinking about their business and not thinking about their brand. Mm-hmm. They want to prove a point, and they want to tell their story, and it's like, but so many people want to tell their story, and I think I use my voice as a catalyst to tell other people's story. Like, by the end of my life, my nigga, I'm gonna make sure everybody in the world has at least one song from me, for them. That's my goal. That's my goal. I've achieved everything I wanted with music and have fun with it. And for myself, like, I'm not selfishly holding on to music for my own needs anymore. I'm just doing what I got to do with it. And I love music. I love the knowledge of having it. So that's why nobody can penetrate my idea of the internet and music. They would never change it for me. I don't care who it is. I don't care. I don't even care if fucking Hercules came down and was like, you can't make music anymore. And I'm like, dun 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 dun. I don't care. I'm a flex on him, and if they try to hit me with the old good cop bad cop, I'm gonna hit him with the Axile Foley. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. And I'm gonna put my Leatherman on, and I'm gonna smile like Eddie Murphy, like. And I'm going to go do my thing. Eddie Murphy didn't listen to none of them cops. He kept it pushing. Axile Foley was the truth. That's why I like your name, Axile. Axile Foley was the truth.
Oh, that's why you like my name? Great.
I like Hyrule.
It's better than Guns N' Roses.
I like.
Thank you. It is better than Axile.
I like Hyrule Gamer because it reminds me of Zelda. Right?
There's a lot of reason why I even chose that name. But
oh,
yes.
I know. And I know those reasons. And that's what makes it even better.
Because it's impossible to spell.
I mean, for you, maybe.
Johnny, you would ruin your own wet dream, bro. You just you would punch yourself in the face in the sleep if you was having a wet dream. You know that, right?
That was the joke.
I know. Oh, golly. Terminator Zero, Netflix, technology, huh? That's what we get into. This movie looks great. It looks like a really cool anime. I like the creators from Ghost in the Shell bringing that machinima a feeling to the drawings. It looks awesome. I think they're gonna super animate this up and give us some really cool fight scenes. Some of the fight scenes that we saw in the original Terminator were all right. I think they're gonna give us a little bit more hands in this. I think this is gonna be great. As we end off, I guess like The Simpsons has been predicting the future for years.
That's nothing new.
That's nothing new, but let's see what they talk about.
4, highlighting 5 and 14, and they have issued chilling warning for 2024, highlighting 5 key dates to be mindful of in the coming months. On July 15th, the largest tornado in recorded history is predicted to hit Tulsa, Oklahoma, spanning over 15 miles wide with wind speeds.
I swear people just type stuff in like AI generator voices, and they just say like they just make crazy shit happen and say this is all AI'd out. This is what's wrong. This is how you weaponize
the internet.
The internet. This is how you weaponize it.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of it. I'm glad that we played this because this is and one of the hashtags that make me sick is Gen X humor. So it's a joke on what people think about the conspiracy theory of The Simpsons predicting things, and they're creating this. And somebody that doesn't know about that is going to believe that. You know what I mean? They're going to watch The Simpsons and go into it and dive into it and do whatever they do. You know what I mean? And this is how you weaponize the internet. This is how you do it, guys. Just beware. I think today's episode should be like that. Just beware.
Buyer beware.
Buyer beware, and sellers. Look out for the cookout. You know what I mean?
In personal and online life, too.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Be careful, man. And watch your back. Don't let someone of negative power pull you into a situation that you don't want to happen to yourself. Protect yourself. Get your overshield on, man. And be careful. What you do on the internet stays on the internet. It does not escape. You might think it's deleted. You might think you could delete your account, but you know damn well you can reactivate it at any time you want. So just know that information is still there. Don't get hacked. Stay diligent. Use the internet correctly. Try to fight these forces. I'm not even going to get into the conversation about the dark web, so that's a whole nother bag of worms to deal with, and I'm not doing it. So, but hey, the moral of the story is when you turn level 99, the game get harder, don't it, Johnny?
Oh, yeah.
Axel, you got any final words for the people?
I kind of do.
Talk to them.
That I know, like, we're this far in. We're at episode 16. We've been doing this for a while now, and to bring it down to earth. But I want to thank everybody that has been following us, or new followers, old followers.
Shout out to the shitters.
I know sometimes we talk a lot of shit. Obviously, it's about that. You know, we get the shit off our chest that we want to. But that also brings, real stuff as well. Like, if there's any topics that you guys would like us to talk about or discuss, feel free to either hit us up or even, like, in the comments, tell us what. And, as I said, like, we might be, laughing all the time or whatever, but we do have some serious shit to talk about. But
definitely,
we are always thankful for all of you guys every single time for coming into the chat and having fun with us. So thank you, for shitters, for keeping us, grounded to where we are.
I appreciate that. So that's love, man. On behalf of Johnny Ghost, Axel Bagley, a.k.a. Hyrule Gamer, this is the Four Shits Podcast. We're going to end off on a great note. A new song that no one has ever heard. Planet X, man. It's the Four Shits Podcast. Johnny's level 99 now. He's officially single, and ready to mingle with his dingle. This is the Four Shits Podcast. We're going to end on Johnny's Fifi.
Oh, shit.
Johnny's Fifi. If you guys don't know the Johnny's Fifi song, it's one of the best songs I ever created in my life. I think Pyro would love to hear this song one more time.
This should have been on the last episode.
Yeah, this should have been on the last episode.
I know it was on the last episode. Wasn't
it was. We played it on the last episode. So if
Are
you guys
playing
don't, I'm playing the pop hit. Yeah, no, I'm playing the pop hit that we did.
Oh, the pop hit.
This is Axel's favorite one. And we're going to end on Johnny's Fifi. I hope everybody... That sounds crazy. I just want everybody to know that. That sounds so foul. So
My life is weird, man.
I love that.
To be continued, guys.
Oh Lord, I can't believe this is a song. Fifi for you, Johnny. You can get some Fifi. Before we go, man, we're gonna rock out with you. We're gonna play this a couple times. So this is a jam right here. Let's go.
Johnny got the Fifi, we got the TT. A
Place you put your
PP. I'm going she got the Chi-Chi.
Hey,
Why does it sound like Michael Jackson?
it sounds great. I love this song. Yo, man. Hey, listen, man. This is the Four Shits Podcast. Be safe on the internet. Have fun. Love each other. We out of here.
Place to put your PP. I'm Goku, she got the Chi-Chi. Fifi for me, Fifi for you, Fifi for us, Fifi for the crew. Johnny got the Fifi, we got the TT. A place to put your PP. I'm Goku, she got the Chi-Chi.